Make this beat.
Is it love? Is it love right here? Ooh.
What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the Sincerely Gem podcast. I'm your host, CEO Shayla, and in this space we talk all things self-love, self-care, and self-growth. I'm here with my very special guest, my friend Cohen. Hey, y'all. And like I do with all my guests, I'm going to ask her a couple of questions so that everybody can get to know her. So, what are 3 words that describe you?
I would say funny, determined, and compassionate.
Yes, you're definitely funny as hell. What's your zodiac sign and what do you love about your sign?
So I'm an Aquarius. I'm not really like super big into the zodiac signs, but what people always tell me about my sign is that we're just like no nonsense. We either all in or we're all out, and I think that speaks very true to who I am as a person. Like, please don't play with me.
And I think that Aquariuses are truly creative and like the jack of all trades. That's one thing I admire about Aquarius people is how the fuck y'all know how to do everything? Like,
My mama.
y'all know how to do everything. But yeah, I like Aquariuses. And y'all real reserved. Like, y'all mess with people, but y'all don't mess with people.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I like that.
That's true.
It's all mysterious and shit. I like that. What is your role in community? Oh yeah, I did fail to mention that Cohen works in community outreach and she's also a hairstylist for kids. She really caters towards kids. Not our big grown ass. She don't like doing our hair.
Oh, it takes too long. Go to Amanda.
I also failed to mention that. So what does your role in community outreach consist of on like a regular day-to-day basis?
Day-to-day basis. So I work for Can't Keep Forgives as a street outreach supervisor. We work in violence prevention and intervention. So just working with like at-risk youth, at-risk adults, people who are doing re-entry, youth on probation. We do programs in multiple schools, just a lot of community outreach programs. Today we hosted Let's Talk About It, which was basically about mental health, recognizing the risks and ways to understand or ways to identify if your teen or someone you love is having a mental health crisis. So, just in the community, like we boots on the ground, and
I love
we ain't
that.
playing.
Not playing.
No.
And I love the whole name, Can't Keep Forgives, because it's just really purposeful. I think it's so much happening in our community, and it just beef be going on for years and years and years. Like, I think it just give a better spin on what we need to be doing instead of how it's been this whole time. So I really admire it. I love to see y'all signs everywhere. I'm like, ain't that right? Because I'm all for forgiveness. Okay.
Yeah, and that's part of the mission, like helping people go from hurting to heal through the act of forgiveness. So
yeah, and that's major. Honestly, it's like a huge thing. What how has that impacted you personally? Like, what have you learned from it since you've been doing this?
Perspective. I would say perspective, and just patience, understanding my community more.
Yeah.
Understanding what people are going through, understanding what people are dealing with. I feel like a lot of times we're just stuck in our own world, in our own bubble, and we don't really realize like how serious things can be for other people, like how detrimental things could be for other people. Like I don't wake up in the morning and I'm not worried about getting kicked out in the next 5 days. Like, and like things like that can be like really detrimental to someone's mental health and just their attitude, their behavior, just everything.
Yeah,
like
there's people really going through some stuff.
Yes. So I would say just even like when I'm working with some of my kids and like I know their parents, so I'm like, okay, I know what he or she is going through. I understand, so I'm able to like relate and able to gather resources and stuff that would better accommodate them than
Yes.
other people who just don't know what's going on.
No,
at all.
I love that. That's major. And I really, really got a huge respect for what y'all are doing. I think
you.
it's very much needed. And anything positive going on in the town, I'm for that. So, and I love that. And I love when I see y'all on Facebook, I'm like, look at my friend.
Thank you.
So what, I know you personally, so I know that family is like a huge value for you.
Mm-hmm.
So like being a mother, what has that taught you over the years?
Oh, like it's just not about you. My grandmother, she was just telling me recently, like, Cohen is just so no nonsense when it comes to raising her son.
Yeah.
I also take care of my niece. She's 14 years old. So that's like delving into a whole nother lane because now I have a young woman that's looking up to me as a grown woman.
Yeah.
And she's trying to find her way. She's trying to figure things out. So I just feel like every day I'm just worried about generational wealth. I want my son to know what it means to save, to have a passion for something, to know that he needs to get up and you need to get it, okay? I don't want you in no girl house. Ain't no none of that. You understand? No. It's so important to have your own.
Yeah.
And to depend on yourself. It's good to have other people, but at the end of the day, when you need someone to fall back on, the best person that you could have is yourself.
Yeah.
Like just making sure that you're set up financially or, just whatever it may be. So.
I love that. And I love that you speak on generational wealth because I think that as mothers to boys, like we both got boys, I think it's so important for people to understand that generational wealth isn't only money as well as like the values we teach and planting into them. Those things need to be passed on too. Like that's generational wealth too. And I think you don't play about that. You don't play about that. And I've seen that personally. Like, you don't play about that.
Yeah.
You're not letting him be exposed to bad things or none of that. Like,
no.
And I respect that as a mother.
Yeah, thank you.
No problem. I remember we were talking and you mentioned something about you really like to cook and bake and stuff. So besides, I know you're passionate about community outreach and I know you love to do little girls' hair. Besides those things, what other creative things would you like to get into?
So, I love doing so many things. It's so crazy. Okay, so I do love to cook. And it's just so crazy because I feel like a lot of things that I love to do is like the work of my hands. And I was just telling my sister, like, I need to figure out something where I don't have to like be putting in hours and hours of work. Like I want to go to sleep and wake up making money.
Yeah.
But I love to cook. I love to bake. Usually like for holidays, I'm selling cheesecakes. And I'm just so particular. And I think everything that I put my hands to, I just put my all in it because I don't want people to be like, oh, she's selling, bogus stuff.
Oh, no, baby.
Bogus. Like,
we ate those. We tried those. And we love those.
I don't play like that. So, I also, when I was younger, I really aspired to be a model. Like, I was always, when I lived in Atlanta, one of my I was young, my kindergarten teacher, she asked my mom and dad, can I pay for her to be in a pageant? And I was in pageants for years. Yeah. And I placed every single pageant. My parents never had to pay for a pageant that I participated in because someone always was like, oh, she's so adorable, let me pay. So it was just so fun. And I thought that maybe that would be something that I did, but I didn't. And I have an idea about an all-black model agency.
Oh.
Don't steal my idea. I'm gonna tell y'all because it's just something that I want to do. But I want it to be like from the whitest of the white to the blackest of the black. So it just shows the diversity and the range of how beautiful black is, and like albinos to like that blue black. Like, so that was also like something that I've always thought about doing, like for real, a modeling agency. And interior design, fashion, just everything, like hair, everything.
Anything creative. Yeah, you like all that stuff. Well, I think you should definitely go ahead and get that portfolio started. You're definitely pretty enough to model.
It wouldn't be me. It wouldn't.
Oh, you don't want to. Oh, no. You just want to.
Yeah,
you the boss.
Yeah.
I felt that. What advice would you give a woman who leads with purpose in her community, but also wants to show up in her personal life with freedom? Like, how do you balance that out?
Okay, so my dad always told me that a reputation is the hardest thing to build, but the easiest thing to tear down. You can work so hard building your reputation for 10 years, and you do one thing, and they're going to be talking about it for another 10 years. Okay, so I think just being really intentional with the way that you move as a woman, the way that you behave in public, and things like that. Like what you do behind closed doors, that's your business.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not here to judge. But when you want to stand for something and you're trying to make a name for yourself, I feel like you should just be extremely conscious of just the things that you're doing because you want people to take you seriously. Like you don't want
social awareness.
Yeah, like you don't want to be like, oh, give me your money. Like, girl, you out here drunk. Ain't no telling what you. No, I ain't giving you my money.
Not for real. Let's go.
Yeah,
let's go spend it at the club. This
Hello, new wig, new outfit. Hello. So yeah,
man, that is hilarious. But I love that. That's true. But you can still show up and be yourself, but just have some tact. Yeah. I like that. Can I ask this? Are you single?
I am very single.
Yeah.
130%.
We love a single queen.
Yes, I'm single, and if you want to take me on a date, just ask
single
me.
and ready to mingle.
Yeah, don't play though.
I know some boys watching this. So hit my girl up. Yeah.
I am single. Yeah.
What's a random fun fact about you?
Random fun facts. I don't know. Maybe that I'm just like super adventurous. Like I love anything adventurous, outdoorsy, like and I love anything like hard work, like a challenge.
Yeah.
Like I just love a challenge.
Yeah.
Like that's why like when I'm redoing my like stuff in my home, I'm doing my own floors. I'm like, let me see if I can look this up and figure out how to do this.
You just did your hair.
My hair.
Yeah. That was really cute.
Thank you.
I like that. What would you call this season of your life that you're in right now?
I would say like relearning me. Like, I feel like, when you're young, you're just going through life, you're just doing the best you can. You really just don't be knowing.
Yeah.
You're just trying to make it, I was on my own at like 19 and baby thinking I'm grown, thinking I know it all. And just relearning myself, like honestly, like just what do I really want? What do I really value? What do I need as a woman? What do I need as a mother? What do I need as a woman who's looking for a partner? Like just relearning myself, seriously.
I love that. And I respect that because if you're not relearning yourself, that means that you haven't made any changes.
Yeah. Staying the same.
Yeah, it's easy
Boring.
to know who. Well, I guess I really can't say people know who they are if they just stay the same either. But I feel like that if you're constantly evolving, you're gonna have to relearn yourself over and over again. So that just shows that you're growing.
Yeah.
As a woman which leads to our next question. As a woman who continuously evolve, how would you describe the person you want to be in this next chapter of your life?
Bolder. More disciplined. That's something that I've just always struggled with. Just my level of discipline. Like I'm a huge procrastinator, and just really being disciplined to build on those things that I know that I want. Like I want to get into my word more. I want to build my relationship with the Lord. I want to build my relationship with my family. I want to
we love the Lord out here.
Hello. I want to dig back into my health and things like that, and just my level of procrastination has genuinely prohibited me from
I get that.
doing some of those things.
I get that.
Yeah, just my level of discipline.
It's a good thing you love a challenge because that's gonna be challenging.
And it has been. It's beating me.
And that's okay.
I'm fighting back.
You gonna win.
I'm fighting back.
You gonna win. So I wanna say that what I brought you here to talk about today is like basically how women can learn to live a life that's not centered around men. Because I think that it's not only been conditioned in us to be this way, but it also shows up in like in the media, on our TVs, in the music we listen to. It's like all around us. So I want to ask you questions regarding how you go about that and how have you grown from that.
Yeah.
And I want to say that decentering men basically just means that you define yourself based on men attention. Your choices are based on whether men will approve. You live for validation. Even the things that I think that the craziest part is that some of the stuff that we do is based on male dysfunction. And it's just crazy as hell. It's not even coming from a real place.
Yeah.
It's really based on dysfunction. And not saying that men are like, because it's not really about bashing men. I gotta say that all the time. Whatever.
Yeah.
They will get you. They will get you out there.
You are just bitter.
Lord, it's not about bashing men, but as I said before, like, this is something that I'm going to continuously repeat because we have lived in a man-ran world, and I'm not saying that in a bad way. I'm just saying that it's not been easy for women to have a voice. As easy for women to have a voice as it is now. And so when I speak from this point of view, it's not coming from a point of view where I want to knock men. It's coming from a point of view where, like, you can't really rewrite history, but you can change the way things go forward. Like, you know, women deserve to... It's just really a balancing act. That's how I see it. Like, it's just really a balancing act of allowing women to have those things that they never had to have before.
Yeah.
And I don't think that we have the chance to be our true selves. I think that a lot of us have been in relationships where we had to mold ourselves and change ourselves to be accepted because we wanted to be in love. And just a lot of what we've done and has been because we wanted our father's approval. Mm-hmm. You know, like, your brothers would be ready to break your neck, you out there acting crazy. Like, so a lot of what we do is, like, for male approval. Even as a mother to boys, like, of course I care about what they think, but I feel like it's something that I've struggled with for sure. Like, I'm not gonna lie, that's something that I've struggled with is molding myself to be what somebody else wants, feeling like I need to show up perfect to be loved, feeling like I need to earn this. Like, it's not even something that I could just get on my own because I'm alive. Just because I'm here, it's something I feel like I have to earn. You know what I'm saying? Respect. If a man start a rumor about you, it's just valid. Like, everybody just, you know, it's true. You know what I'm saying? So it's just so hard to get up out of the shadow of men, you know? So that's basically what I want to talk about. I also want to talk about some examples up in our culture and women who I feel like, positive and negative examples, honestly, who I feel like contribute to this narrative. So one of those people is K. Michelle. I love K. Michelle, and I feel like she's grown tremendously over the years. So this is not to knock her because I really, really love her. I done cried to some of her music, ready to beat some men up to some of her music. All of that. So, like, but I think that she definitely contributes to the whole narrative of needing to please a man. Like, I don't know if you ever watched Love and Hip Hop. Did you watch Love and Hip Hop? I feel like her whole storyline, which, once again, not knocking her because I understand that she's conditioned to be this way. Most of us are, you know what I'm saying? But most of her storyline was trying to get everybody to believe her abuse about, you know, what was his name? Memphis. Yeah. He, I guess the storyline was that he abused her, and the people who she was talking to were basically friends of his. So everybody was defending him, and nobody wanted to believe that what happened to her happened to her. Right. And I think that for me, what I wish I would have saw more of from her is not giving a damn if people believe you, and kind of using that to be more empowered and, like, rise above it. But instead, you, like, kind of crashed out every chance you can get to make people, you know what I'm saying? Like, to hold on to that narrative, you know? And not to mention her music. Like, like the Can't Raise a Man era. Instead of trying to, I feel like the whole song focused on the nurturing and trying to, like, love a man into loving you back and, you know, those things. So my question to you is, why do you feel like people like K. Michelle or even Monica, because what was that song? She got a lot of them. Why her? You ever heard that one?
I'm sure I have. Yeah,
and should have known better, like, all of those things. It's just a whole bunch of pouring into a man and forgetting yourself. Why do you think that they ended up in those dynamics and stayed that just chose to choose somebody over themselves?
Why did they choose someone over themselves?
Yeah, like, why do you think that it was so easy for them to submit to that lifestyle, basically? Like,
I would say conditioning. Personal traumas. I feel like a lot of people have seen their moms, like, in relationships where they're wanting their mom to even leave a man because he may be abusive, he may be cheating, he may be financially irresponsible, not helping with anything, lazy, but mama's gonna love this man anyway. Yeah. So I feel like a lot of our young women, that's kind of like what they've grown up seeing. And then just self-esteem. Yeah. Like, I feel like a lot of our women battle with self-esteem. Like, even in that era, they, music videos, people are telling you a woman's worth, what a good woman is, and what you need to do to be a good woman, and things like that. So, a lot of women just don't know how to be them because they're trying to be what they're seeing and what they feel like everyone approves of. And then this whole like ride or die rhetoric.
What? The struggle love?
Yeah.
I'm over that.
If you love your man, baby, it don't matter what he do.
The struggle love.
You're gonna be right there.
So
You're gonna
over
be
that.
right there. Why? I don't ever want my man to tell anybody that after he cheated on me, beat me, didn't pay no bills, tore my car up, and all this, that I left him. I don't ever want him to say that.
Yeah.
Like, why not?
It is a choice to stay attached to somebody who you know is unhealthy. Like, it's really a choice.
Yeah.
And I think that, like we said, the conditioning of it, I think growing up, even for myself, I saw, I'm not sure your experience, but you're definitely welcome to share that. But in my experience, I definitely saw, like, I grew up in an abusive household. So my grandma got beat on and my mom got beat on. So my whole life, I saw women get beat on, you know. I ain't going for none of that, but, But my whole life, that's what I saw. But I feel like I was taught how to still be a woman to a man, but never taught how to be a woman to myself. And so I would see them, like, stay in those situations my whole life. You know, they stayed my whole life. They didn't leave. I think my granny left when I was a teenager. She ended up leaving, like, in the middle of the night. Just left us there. We like, where'd she go? Like, she left everybody. Like, fuck that. She couldn't do it no more. So, like, when she finally left, it was, like, years later. And as a woman, I completely understood, like, why she would do that when I got older, you know. But, I think that my grandma was such a nurturer. She was a kind woman, a soft woman, like, very meek, very quiet. She always was the type to cater and have everything done before he come home from work. Yeah. And just, she get an ass whoop for nothing, basically. You know what I'm saying? Like,
because Billy Joe had a bad day.
Okay. I ain't laughing, Granny. Okay. But the point is, like, I always saw, like, that nurturing part of her. So I think naturally I know how to cater to a man, but I never knew how to cater to myself. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So growing up and when I got into relationships, I feel like I was kind of exploited for the good parts of me, where I would, like, continuously be compassionate and show empathy, and, like, I was just kind of being used for that good quality. Yeah. Where I'm gonna pour because that's what I was taught to do. I was taught to pour into you, and then not only that, I think that being mimicked back to me taught me that that's where my value lies, and to be given to a man. Like, if I'm not, like, needed, like, I ain't necessary. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, that's how, like, that's what it felt like to me. Yeah. So, do you feel like in our age, will it be hard to kind of rewire everybody? Like, I feel like it's so hard because you don't know if it's you or if it's conditioning. Like, am I just like this, or am I conditioned to be like that? Is it, like, gonna be hard to rewire us from being that way? And what would, like, that look like? What do you think that type of world would look like?
Put the phones down. No, I feel like social media is really damaging, like, the fact that men and women need each other.
I agree with that.
Like, we need each other.
Yeah.
Like, I always say, I love my beautiful black men. Like, I love y'all. Like,
I love men, period.
Yes. At the end of the day, like, and, at the end of the day, I don't understand why. It's just crazy how things have changed. But they say, like, the way that things were wired. You know what I'm saying? So what they say, it started with, like, slavery and things, taking the men out of the home. Then the AIDS pandemic, drugs pandemic, just all of this. Oh, you want Section 8, girl? You want free rent? Get them up out of here.
Yeah, that's
so it's just like
insane, honestly.
Yeah, and I mean, just the system of things has basically made it to where they don't want women to need men, because they know how damaging that is. They know how damaging that mindset really is.
That strong front.
Like, yeah. And
it's intimidating.
I mean, I don't want to be all religious or whatever somebody might say, but the Bible says he who finds a wife finds a good thing. Women, submit to your husbands. Like, we need each other. Men, leave your mama house and cleave to your... Hello? So it's just like... We need each other.
I agree.
The family is built on a foundation of a man and a woman. Like, things get hard once you remove either one of those.
We're not meant to be competing. We're meant to be complementary to each other, not competing with each other. Which is so good, because that leads me to my next point, which is decentering men does not mean living without men. And I think that Sierra is a perfect example of what it looks like to live your own life and have that type of freedom and still have a man in your life. Because everybody always bring up... how healthy Sierra, what's his name?
Russell.
What's the husband name? Sierra husband.
Yeah.
They always bring up how healthy their relationship is, and for me, what I do notice is that she still has the freedom to dress how she wants, to go after her career, to continuously evolve and be herself and show up and still have a man in her life. So I don't think that decentering men really means to like live a life without men. I just think it means to live a life where you find value in yourself, where the things that you do is from an authentic place of who you want to be, not who a man wants you to be. And I think that I don't want to get too far into that because I got more to say about that later, but we'll leave that alone.
Okay.
Which brought me to my question. Do you think that Sierra being grounded in herself positively contributes to the quality of her marriage?
Yes, I do. I feel like also just who Russell is as a person. Because I mean Sierra, because she could be all those good things and her marriage could still be trash.
Yeah, it can.
Because she chose a bad man or decided to deal with, someone who isn't on the same page as her. So I feel like the quality of their marriage is really dependent on them as a unit. Because eventually if you're in a situation where it's just one-sided and you're okay and you're giving and giving and giving and they're taking and taking and taking, you're going to be drained.
Yeah,
really
you're
going to have nothing else left to give. You're going to be tired of giving, pulling from nothing. So I think the quality of their marriage is based on the both of them.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think that a big misconception that women have is that you can love a man into loving you back, and I think that men need space to think, men need space to plan, men need space to go after the things that they really want to go after. So a woman having her own life gives them the space to actually have time to lead. Like, you can't lead because she don't have a life of her own, so she's nagging you and constantly trying to control you because she really don't got nothing better to be doing with herself right now anyway, other than telling you how to be a better man. So I feel like when a woman has her own life and things that she care about and pours into herself and worries, not saying only worry about herself, because obviously you need to pour into your relationship as well, but not allow yourself to only be focused on his life. It allow a man space to continue to grow as well. You know what I'm saying? So I think that definitely helps with their relationship, because I know personally I just see a lot of women who don't you just sitting at home and you just waiting on a man to come home. Like, you ain't got nothing else going for yourself, no passions, no hobbies, nothing else that'll make your life more interesting. So you kind of need him for that. You need him to have an interesting life. You're literally vicariously living through that man instead of having something of your own. And I think that pushes a man away. That'll push me the fuck away. So, and that's another reason why we need to decenter men. Have a life of your own, okay? That's all I'm saying.
My dad used to always tell me, the right man is going to find you when you're living the life you're supposed to be living.
Exactly.
When you're living and you're thriving and you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, the right man is going to find you. Because 9 times out of 10, that's another reason I feel like we're going into spaces and finding men in spaces we're not even supposed to be for.
Yeah.
Like, why would I think that I'm just going to find a perfect man?
Your husband at the Jags.
Or,
my mom said that instantly.
He just parking lot pimping.
Yeah,
why?
That's so funny that you said your dad said that, because like I pray a lot, and like I'm one of them people, when I pray, God talk back to me. So like I would pray about certain things, especially like I was in a really personally, I was in a really long relationship. So being on my own is something that it's really a huge adjustment for me. So like I would pray my way through this whole thing, and I feel like God would tell me personally that like find your purpose. Like once you are living in your purpose, everything that is meant for you will come to you, because you can't really expect to attract the things that are for you when you're not really showing up as yourself anyways, and not living and doing the things that are that I gave purposely for you is not. You're not going to attract what's really meant for you. You're not really. You only being I don't even know how to say it. Like you only being like a tenth of who you really are. You know what I'm saying? In order to attract the right thing to you, you need to be showing up in all of your fullness.
How they say like now, like. Your ex is like, you can never date this version of me. Like,
hell no.
Like you was a baby.
No.
What was I doing?
Hell no. That's just,
what was I doing?
That's my cousin now. My cousin. Cuz ass crazy.
No, for real.
No, honestly though, definitely a whole different version was attracted to you. But no shade to them men.
Yeah, and no shade to myself for being a dummy.
Hey, no right.
You
Because
live and you
honestly,
learn.
we need those experiences. I don't think no part of us was dumb. I think a part of us was naive, but
Yeah.
not dumb. We needed those experiences. That's a part of the journey.
I can say for myself a little bit.
So you knew what was going on.
Yeah, it was.
you know?
It was a little mental illness going on there. Because baby, you see what's going on clearly.
I mean, yeah, but would you think that you'd be who you are if you had those experiences? No. Yeah. So like it's all purpose, and all of that. I think that a lot of women are male centered because I think that we were taught that becoming a wife is your purpose. Mm-hmm. A lot of women don't know that like they have something else to be doing with their life. There's other things that you should and could be doing with yourself other than trying to submit to a man all the time. Yeah. I'm not saying not to submit to a man. Yeah. But I'm saying there's other things out there in life than being a wife. Like I'm like me personally, just being a wife would not fulfill me. I want to be more than a wife. Yeah. I think that we were taught that being chosen equals value. I think that we were taught that male approval is the measurement of beauty. Taught to prioritize being the fixer, the caretaker, a therapist in relationships. How you pour into a man is inherently how much you're worth. Mm-hmm. And taught to be appeasing to a man even at the cost of your own authenticity. Mm-hmm. And I think, like we said, that usually stems from the societal pressures. We mentioned the things that go on in media, the women we just brought up, the things on TV, and the stuff we saw in our households and in our own communities. All of that, I think, play a big part in the way that women just process and see the world right now. So, yes, I feel like there's a lot of women who are, like, wounded and seem like they on a man-hate train, but those same women are outside doing stuff for the male gaze. I just think that it's time to kind of shift the focus back on living for yourself. And honestly, if you live for yourself and allow someone else to live for their self, you can come together and live in peace and actually be able to pour without feeling like, oh, I poured you, so you better pour back. Like, you know what I'm saying? Well, of course you need to pour back, but it's not transactional. I'm not doing nice things because I need you to love me. I'm doing nice things because I'm full of love and that's who I am. Because I pour so much love into myself, I'm able to pour love into everybody else. Like, I am love, right? You know?
Out anyway. Yeah.
So what would you say to a woman who ties her self-worth to male validation?
I would say just find out who you are. Mm-hmm. Like, I feel like people tie themselves to male validation because they don't know who they are. That's so they're just going based off of, what is this man saying? Mm-hmm. What is this man saying a woman is? I don't know what a woman is for real. So what is this man saying? What is this man saying makes me valuable? Uh-huh. And I think that ties in with self-esteem and self-worth. I feel like the value of women is so low now. Like, I don't, not all y'all, but I'm just saying, like, just in general, like, just even how, like, casually, like, just women give themselves away to men and just things like that. Like, baby girl, you are valuable. That man, he don't even wash his butt, girl. Like,
I should have had you for my other topic. Like, you would have been good for my other topic.
Like, what are you doing? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But for some women, they need that. Like, they need that to feel like something. Like, they need that to feel like somebody. Yeah. And so I feel like once you find, like, that self-worth, the value of yourself, it will make you stop looking for value from, like, for your value from a man.
Outside of yourself, period. Yeah, I agree. What are some ways you choose yourself when it gets lonely? Like, how do you continue to choose yourself and not allow yourself to go out there and be doing that when you get lonely?
I just say, like, the end goal. I just think coming from someone who was in, like, a few long-term relationships with people who didn't genuinely value me, people who didn't genuinely care about me, for the sake of a good time, some fun. I can't see myself putting myself back in that position.
I agree.
Yeah, I can't see myself putting myself back in that position. And now that I have my son,
oh yeah,
it's just so different. Like, it's just so different. Like, imagine, like, having all these trash men coming around your son, seeing you with a different man every year. He can name 15 boyfriends you done had
that's just crazy.
In the first 15 years of his life. It's like, insane. I just think that's crazy. And I feel like just having a son and him understanding the value of a woman makes me want to show him, like, this is what a valuable woman is, son.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't want you out here with no girl that got a new dude every other day. Like, but that's why some men don't those are the type of things that they cling to.
A lot of y'all niggas hate y'all mama.
Oh, we gonna leave that one alone.
I'm sorry.
Oh my God.
Not all of y'all. We know you love Miss Sherry.
No, but it's genuine. I had somebody
shout out to her.
No, I've had multiple men tell me, well, you know why I don't trust you 100%. Mm-hmm. I seen my mama do this.
Yeah.
And I ain't gonna get into the details of what
that's a whole other episode too.
But
they
did.
That's
so
like a deep topic.
That's what I'm saying. Like some things go back to trauma. The way that we were built up.
And it does. And that's why I offer men grace too. I do offer men grace. That's why I always say this is not a man bashing podcast because I have sons, so I have to offer men grace. I never want them to grow up thinking that I don't like men, that I don't support them and who they are at all. So I never want them to think that. So like you said, for me, what keeps me from doing those things is, like, that was the main reason I left my last relationship. I'm like, I need to show them what it looks like for somebody to respect themselves. Like, that was, like, one of the main reasons I left. And I just agree with that. Like, I ain't gonna lie, that's a whole nother topic, y'all. I ain't gonna get on these men and their mommies. That's a whole nother topic.
Just like women and their daddies.
Just like women and their daddies.
We
might have to tackle that one day.
It goes both ways.
We're gonna come back so we can tackle that later.
It goes both ways.
And women and their mothers. It goes parenting, period. It's a lot of reparenting that's needed, period, in our community. So, like, I get it. Yeah. Like, you grow up and that's why people go off to college, because once you get older, you're supposed to separate yourself from your family to figure out who you are, and then you integrate back with your own identity and your own personality. You don't really supposed to stick with everything you were taught. And I don't think a lot of people challenge those things that they were taught. You know, they just take it and, and a lot of our parents, taught from a wounded place themselves. So I get it. And once again, we offer men grace over here. So
we love y'all. We do.
So we get it. Okay. Another way that I stay on track is that I have a list of values, and if anything goes outside of that, not only a list of values, but a list of goals. If anything that is outside of that, I cannot entertain that because I have somewhere I'm trying to go, and I know what I want it to look like. So casually having sex is not, it doesn't fit into that group set of plans for me. Yeah. Sneaky linking don't fit into that set of plans for me. Yeah. Being distracted by a man and his problems it just doesn't fit into that set of plans for me. Yeah. 6 months celibate, y'all. I know this word. So that's how I keep myself on track, because I do be getting lonely. I'm like, God damn. Yeah. Well, I'm like, all right, cool, you got shit to do. Yeah. Like,
and they can be distracting.
No, oh God, a man can be so distracting. Like, boy, I'm sorry, but we done. Go take it down with y'all. So I take it down with y'all. What does it look like to date without losing a sense of self?
Kind of going back to what, we were talking about earlier, just having your own goals. Like, what do you want out of life? What do you like to do? What do you value? And, sometimes you can be with a man who isn't as confident. You can be with a man who has low self-esteem. And like I said, this stuff goes both ways. So whatever I'm saying about a man, it goes both ways. This is like I'm just speaking from my perspective.
No,
I don't date women. I date
and this
men.
what that episode about.
Okay. But it can go both ways. Like, you can be with somebody who literally the only comfort they get is bring you down to the same level they're at. Like, you have men who are out here working hard, doing the best they can, taking care of their kids, and all a woman got for them is an attitude, a problem, disrespect, and things like that.
It's even in the Bible not to nag your man. Yeah, y'all know
that. So what they say is better to live on a rooftop than with a contentious woman.
Okay, and that's exactly
when your man leaves, you just know why. So so I would say just knowing who you are, like just knowing who you are, having your own goals, having your own life, having things that fulfill you, make you happy. No,
I love that. I agree with that. Like, it always come back to self-love for me, so I get that. Yeah. Do you think, what type of emotional safety do you require now that you were afraid to ask for in the past? Like, maybe in your younger years when you went through the things you went through. What type of emotional safety do you require now that it's just not negotiable anymore?
Communication is number one. If we cannot communicate, it's just not gonna work. Like, it's not gonna work. We need to be able to. I've been in relationships where, you just get shut down immediately for anything that you feel. Yeah. Like, and I just need that space to be myself at all times. Soon as I feel
freedom for me.
Yeah. As soon as I feel like you might be trying to manipulate me into feeling guilty or everything that I think and everything that I feel is a problem. I know that it's not gonna work.
Yeah.
Like that's not gonna work.
No, I feel the same. I feel like I have to be in a relationship that allows me to be myself and allows me personal freedom. I feel like I've been in situations where I left that relationship and didn't know who the fuck I was.
Yeah.
Like, my head was, like, spinning. Yeah. Like, where do I go from here? Like,
yeah.
I don't even know, like, what's my truth anymore and what's
yeah.
what I've been convinced is my truth. You know what I'm saying? So, I definitely get that. So, for me, I have to be allowed to be myself. I feel like I had to refine myself so many times. Like you said, we relearn ourselves after certain things we've been through. After we choose to grow, we start to relearn ourselves. So, I think that is something that is non-negotiable, is that I need to be able to show up in all of me, like all of me, the good, the bad, the ugly, the beautiful, all of it. Do you think it's harder to date when you choose alignment over attraction?
Yes.
It's extremely hard.
Like, I feel like, even like with my, like, I have 3 non-negotiables that I ask, like, right off the bat. Do you believe in God?
Absolutely. That's first.
Do you want to get married? And do you want to have more children? I have been in relationships where, like, the not believing in God thing is, like...
Maybe I'm right.
You know, like, men be like, oh, yeah. Because I'll ask, like, do you believe in God? Yeah. But then when things get down to it, like, maybe they're being disrespectful towards my beliefs and things like that. You know, mocking God and stuff like that. I've been in situations like that. So, I'm like, okay, that's not going to work. Do you want to get married? I want to get married. That's, you know, I do. Because... I don't want to have more kids before I get married. Yeah. So I'm already a baby mama once. We can't do it again. Okay. You know, you live, you learn.
I felt that.
So I do want to get married and I want to have more children. I want to give my husband as many kids as he wants.
Yeah.
So, and I want to feel like I'm in a safe space to do that. So, yeah.
That one's I think is so tough to date when you choose alignment over attraction. I feel like I just went through this recently. Like, you like so attracted to this person. Like, checking so many things off the list, but you just not where I'm at mentally. You just not where I'm at, like, as far as growth oriented. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But you charismatic. You look good. You funny.
You smell good.
You smell good. Talk big shit, big dick. Oh, nigga. But for real, but in all honesty, you're not ready to grow yet, and that's not something that I'm not the type of person who uses force. I don't think there's any love in force. I think that's the opposite of love. I think that you can't really love people and control them. Like, it just doesn't go together. So I feel like if it gets to that point, I have to walk away. As much as I like you, I will walk away because I feel like I'm not going to force anything, and I need you. That gap will get so big because I'm never going to stop progressing. I'm always going to be learning. I'm always going to be growing, and the bigger that gaps get, girl, I'm stressed out now, and now I don't allow myself to sit here and wait on you.
Yes.
And now I could have been further
wasting time
because I'm waiting.
Wasting time.
And that is one thing I'm gonna tell you, ladies. You invest money, not time. You don't have to invest time. I don't feel that. I feel like you can spend time, but time is not something that you should be trying to get a return on anyways. When you're doing things, we're doing it, like we said earlier, you're pouring because you're poor. You love because that's who you are. So you're not doing things because you're looking for something to come back. So no, you shouldn't be investing time. You should be spending time, but not doing things and waiting around for a return. Don't wait around for a return. Get the fuck on.
Because baby,
that time could be spent somewhere else.
It ain't coming.
Yeah, like, go invest money, not time.
Yeah.
But yes, y'all, that's hard. So if y'all looking to date out of alignment and not out of attraction, you have to look at more than just the things that you prefer from a man. You have to actually have real tough standards that you have to live by, and that it is what it is. You know, if you really want something that's gonna be long lasting, like what you really looking for, then you can't just date by preference. You have to date by standards.
Yeah, values.
That part. Have you ever caught yourself changing and molding yourself to be what someone else wanted you to be?
Yes. I was in a relationship. I really loved this guy and all of this, and my favorite line used to be like, "You want me to be a dummy so bad." Like,
real shit.
You want me to be a dummy so bad. Like, you were trying to manipulate me into lowering my values to prove to you that I love you. Yeah. When at the end of the day, this is gonna make me feel like nothing.
Yes, like
it's just gonna make me feel low. And I've been tempted to do so, like to prove that I love them or to show that, you know, I genuinely do care about their well-being and things like that. But what always pulls me back is I know I'm going to get nothing from this. I know that I can keep wasting my time proving to you that I love you, trying to build you up, and this and that and the other, and then I'm stuck with you. My man done passed me by 10 times. Who I'm really supposed to be with. Who
That's
I'm
that
really
investment thing we just talking about.
Yeah,
no.
Baby, we can't do that.
Well,
I gotta love you from a distance.
I felt that, and that'd be tough, but it's possible. Shit, yeah. It's possible.
Yeah.
As time grows, as you continue to grow and time go by, how has your mindset about dating changed? Like from previous relationships to where you're trying to go now?
So, firstly, I feel like one of my biggest setbacks is that I used to, like, I'm immediately throwing every egg I ever found into one basket. Like, I'm putting my all. As soon as I talk to you, what they say, I'm in love in 3 minutes. That first phone call, baby, I love you.
Real bad.
You my everything. Okay. After that first conversation, you're all I need. Like, you're all I need. And so I feel like something that I've changed is, and honestly, I haven't dated in like a long time, but I say I'm really finna step back into the dating scene. I was just talking to a guy recently, and I just asked him, like, how do you feel about a woman dating multiple men at once? Because that's something I've never done. It's something I've never done. So you meet this guy, he seems cool, and then for what you done, because y'all spending all y'all time together, blah, blah, blah. So after 2 weeks, now y'all in love, y'all in a relationship, you really know nothing about this man, to be for real. Yeah. You know nothing about his mental health, his emotional health. You know nothing.
Yeah.
Like, he gonna take you on a few dates, but by the 10th date, it's all my money funny now. Like, what? What you mean?
Say all of that to
what
get
do you actually do for work?
So we didn't even get to know each other for real. I agree with that.
So, I feel like just dating multiple people, and this is another thing me and the guy was talking about when I asked him, and is dating does not involve sex.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Like, it shouldn't.
Yeah.
Dating should not involve sex.
They hear multiple people and think immediately.
No. It blurs the lines. It confuses
Absolutely.
things. You know, women, our bodies let off these chemicals in our body when we sleep with a man, and you wonder why you all over the place because you sleeping with Billy, Johnny, and Day. And baby, you got a lot of stuff going on.
It's just too much
internally that you just not even aware of. So I just feel like, you know, if we even just change the definition of dating and what dating looks like as a whole, like, you don't have to be sleeping with somebody to date them. Like, I encourage like abstinence for a lot of people, like especially when your life is all over the place, and just abstain. Put that thing in park.
Put it on ice.
Like, when it's certain type of disciplines that when you learn.
Somebody
like,
told me park cars get hit too, but I don't know.
Mine is locked. It's in the garage. It's in the garage.
Double tap it. I heard that. How do you handle wanting a connection but trying not to overgive and overextend yourself? Like you said, getting to know people now from a different place. You don't want to just hop in so fast and just give them all of you immediately.
Maybe I'm just no nonsense now.
No nonsense.
Like, I used to be.
Fuck that.
Like, when it came to men, I want them to think I'm just so sweet and so kind and all that, which I am. But what I also need you to know is that I'm a woman with purpose. I'm a woman with value. And I want you to know right off the bat, if you ain't about nothing, please just get away from me. Yeah. Like, I'm just not with all the games and the fluff and all this of dating. Like, oh, go into it like this. No, I'm going in and you're going to, like, I'm coming in hot. You're going to know my standards. You're going to know what I...
Tell people in the beginning. Yeah. So they don't even have to guess.
Yeah. Because then, like, a few months in, I was like, oh, I didn't know that was a problem. No, I'm getting the hard conversations right on out the way. Yeah. And...
like, my problem is when I'm dating... if I'm not really feeling you like that, my standards be through the roof and I'll be standing on shit. But as soon as I like you, goddamn, I done let you slide once. Then I done let you slide again. I'm like, that's something I'm working on changing. Yeah. That's why I haven't even been dating. I've been to myself for the last 6 months because I'm like kind of really rewiring myself with what we're talking about tonight. That's why I even had this topic because it's something I'm working on myself is to not be the girl who I'm a slow burner, so I won't say that I just jumped right in or anything. I'm a slow burner. I want to get to know people because I was in a relationship with somebody for, like I said, for 10 years, and I realized 5 years later I don't know this nigga. Like, it still stayed 5 more years, but I was like, I don't know this nigga. Like, I do not know him.
Yeah.
But so I'm much more of a slow burner now. Yeah. But my problem is like I want to save people. So it's like I'm constantly pouring and like I can fix you, I can help you.
That was actually another thing that like. Just realizing that we have to stop trying to see people for their potential and see them for who they are.
Yes.
I feel like that's a huge mistake for just anybody.
I actually did a live over that like about a week or two ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, just like seeing people for who they are. Yeah. Because I feel like in my last relationship, that was something that I did. Like, oh my gosh, so smart, has potential to be this, has potential to be that, but
who are you showing up as?
What are you doing about it?
Yeah.
Nothing. And that's how we end up wasting our time. That's how we end up saying, oh, I just love him. He could be. And then you're arguing with them about what they should be doing. And that's how that nagging and then
turns to force.
Yes. And yeah.
Because I don't do that force. I ain't doing that. But I definitely agree with that. I think that, I don't know, women, we are naturally nurturers. So we do tend to pour when really we could be pouring that into ourselves, you know? So I agree with that. I know I have that bad. I have that so bad because I like have this gift of seeing the best and the worst in people. But when I see the best in people, I want to nurture that. When I see the worst in people, I want to nurture that. I want to try to make that weakness a strength for you. Like that's how I see things. So like,
I just feel like it's like, in situations like what they say, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink
that part.
And then some people are so sick that you'll lead them to the water, and they'll convince you to sit there and die of dehydration right there with them.
Okay, you drink it first.
You slow down, baby. Slow down. Like, just why you steady trying to drink the water? Like, y'all don't want to.
They treat you like you led them to something unsafe. Like, you drink it first.
Yeah.
See if it's okay.
Yeah. So,
nigga, I've been drinking it. You the one thirsty.
Yeah. So, are you gonna just sit there with them, or are you just gonna move on to
that part? Because, like we said earlier, like that gap is gonna get bigger if you continue to grow, and at some point, if you're not willing to let that go, you're gonna stop moving and try to wait on them to catch up, and you're not gonna get to where you need to go. Not in a timely manner. Not in a manner you could have got there. Had you kept moving. You know. So
that's why one people's favorite line. Oh, if I would have knew then what I know now.
That's real though. Yeah. But you know.
Yeah.
One thing about it, I love experience. I love messing up because I love to learn. Like I'm really one of the people who like think that mistakes are like beautiful. So you know. Yeah. Do you have any tips for women who can? Well, I think we gave them hella tips. Well, for women who want to live for themselves and not for male validation, which we said self-love and all that shit.
Yeah. Find something that you love. Find you a hobby. Find like what is your passion. Find something to make you some money.
Yeah.
Find you something that you can leave your children. Find you something that your name gonna be on it for years and years to come. You know, just find something that fills you up.
Yeah.
Besides that,
I agree.
Keep it out of you. No. Like, I don't know. Okay. You know? Yeah.
Besides the band, I love that.
Yeah.
Okay. As y'all know, this is the Sincerely Gem podcast, so I cannot leave here without giving y'all a few gems. So, this is what I think that will help y'all to live a life that's not as male-centered. I need you to become aware of if you live in this way, because awareness is key always, so that you can begin to recenter your life on yourself. Have passions and hobbies, like Cohen said, that you love so you can refocus yourself on your own self-fulfillment. Pour back some of that love that you give into yourself so that you can know what it's like to experience the type of love you give. Because I think a lot of us do not even know what it's like to be loved by somebody like us. Like, you pour, you nurture. Like, just imagine feeling what that love feel like. Like, get that to yourself. Self-validate. Be your own source of self-love. You can honor the role of men in their contribution without having to be codependent on them. Like, there's a difference. We all know that men play a major role in our lives. We all know that they contribute so much into the structure and all of what we have right now. We all know that. But you can acknowledge, two things can exist at once. You can acknowledge all that they do and their greatness and also be great as well. Yeah. Those things can exist at the same time. Choose to not be defined by men. It's not the same thing as rejecting them. Just because you want to live a life that's not male-centered does not mean that you have to reject men. It's not the same thing. Let go of the damsel in distress story. Honestly, like, let it go. A man cannot save a woman who is not already trying to save herself first. And love is not meant to rescue you. It is meant to reflect back to you where you are on your journey. You are running into the people that you're running into because that's the level of life you at. And that's just honesty. I know that's something that's a hard pill for me to swallow sometimes, a hard pill for most people to swallow, but the person that you're with, the people that you're attracted to are only a reflection back to you of the work that you need to do. When you meet that healthy person and you're ready for that type of love, it'll reflect back to you because you're really ready for that. And you'll meet somebody who's at that level. It'll open up for you. So, honestly, whatever you're dealing with right now, take a look at that and kind of reflect back to where you at personally on your own journey. And a man is meant to witness your beauty and your work. He's not meant to build it. He's not no architect. He probably is an architect, but he ain't meant to be.
Hopefully he's an architect.
He probably is, but he can support you. He can support your beauty. He can support your work. He can amplify it, but he's not there to build it. That's something you have to do for yourself. And that's about it. You got any more gems?
I think you just said it all.
Okay. So last but not least, I like to play a game at the end of the podcast. And this game is called Reclaim the Narrative. So I'll give you a statement, and I just want you to flip that in a positive manner. Okay. You'll take the statement I give you and make it less male-centered. Okay. How would you respond to it from a healthier place, basically? Okay. A good woman holds her man down no matter what. The ride or die thing we talking about.
A good woman holds her man down no matter what. I would say, I don't know. A good woman holds her man accountable.
Okay.
I'll
take that.
You can hold him down, but if you're not holding him accountable, that's
okay.
He just gonna pull you down with him eventually.
Okay. I say a good woman holds space for a man to operate in a way that he could perform in a healthy way. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that you should pacify him and reward bad behavior. But I feel like,
hold him accountable.
So a good woman should allow that type of space where a man, because you don't want to tell them what to do either. You don't want to become their mama, but you don't want to reward bad behavior. So I feel like a good woman will find a balance in between and letting him know that he's not living the best way without trying to force him to change. You know what I'm saying? So no, we're not just riding for anything, but we ain't accepting bad behavior. We ain't rewarding no bad behavior. All men cheat. You just got to pick one that's worth suffering with.
Excuse me.
How would you flip that to women? What would you tell them about that statement?
A man who loves you will always choose you and only you.
Okay, I love that. I just need to be patient while he figures it out.
I just need to be patient while he figures it out. I would say help your man. If your man is asking for help with goals, then help him with those goals. But all goals should have a time limit.
Yeah, that's hard.
Yeah.
The whole patient and wait thing threw me off.
Yeah, no.
I don't got time for none of that.
Goals gotta have a limit.
I'm willing to grow and experience you. Yeah. But if you're not willing to do that, I'm even open to experiencing you later on if you get to that point, but I'm not waiting. We'll see each other in another lifestyle time maybe, because I ain't waiting around. Maybe if I was more chill and less emotional, he would like how how women be like, maybe I'm just too emotional. Maybe I'm just too
I would say honestly, like, a man will love you for you. A real man will love you for who you are. And if a man feels like you have unhealthy habits that needs to be changed, he will bring those to you in a healthy manner and give you time and space to reflect on whatever that may be. Right. And at the end of the day, you have to reflect and see if maybe there are things that you need to fix regarding the issues that he may have, brought to you.
I agree with that. And I also feel like women, ladies, emotions are a superpower. Like, if you don't feel, that means you're pretty much dead. So if you're able to feel, you alive. Like, I don't think that anybody should censor you and try to keep you from feeling. Like, that's your superpower. That's how you have discernment, because you can feel. So I think that as a woman, when you be with a man who is more receptive to feelings. Like, a lot of men are not receptive to feelings because they're uncomfortable with their own feelings. But if you find a man who's comfortable with his own emotions, that won't be a problem for him. So maybe you should just, change your standards to somebody who prefers somebody who's okay with being open with their emotions. Because for me, I'm going to have my emotions.
Yeah.
I'm going to have my emotions. But be emotionally mature, too. Don't just be crazy now.
Yeah.
It's a difference. Having emotions and the way you handle those emotions are two different things. So it's okay to have emotions, but be responsive, not reactive. Yeah. There's a difference.
I do want to say, like, a lot of times, if I'm saying that, like, maybe I should have, I know I overdid it.
Yeah.
So that's why I was like, give him the, the space to tell.
No, I definitely understand what you're saying.
Yeah, because when I be like, oh, maybe I know I overdid it.
No, for sure. I definitely get what you're saying. Yeah. No, I get what you're saying. Because sometimes women, we crash out a little bit. But, like, come on now. At this day and age, y'all need to get it together. I ain't gonna lie. Be more. I mean, no, I'm not gonna say that. We all working towards something. Yeah, I ain't gonna say that.
Yeah. Just be aware.
Yeah, and understand your impact. So, no, you're not finna crash out and act crazy and think that man not gonna have some feelings about that. Yeah. We ain't gonna do that. But at the same time, like, honor your emotions. Mm-hmm. Go do it healthy. Like me, when I'm angry, I separate myself. I go deal with my anger on my own. I find healthy ways to deal with my anger. I don't put the anger on other people. Yeah, like I always put time and space. I don't even say nothing. Like, I don't give nobody anything until I'm ready to speak. Yeah. So there's things that you can do, but I'm gonna honor that emotion. I'm not gonna tell myself I'm wrong for being angry because a boundary had to be, pushed for me to even get to this place. So I'm gonna go honor that anger. I'm just not gonna take it out on you. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So, if I love him harder, maybe he'll change.
If I love him harder, maybe he'll change. A man will only change when he wants to change.
Okay.
There's nothing that you can do to change a man. A man has to want to change.
No, I agree with that. People change when they're ready to change, So I agree with that. Yeah. And like we said earlier, you cannot love somebody into submission. You can't love somebody into giving you what you want. Like, it don't work that way. People have free will. We all got free will. People are able to act the way they want to act, choose who they want to choose, do what they want to do. You don't have to always agree with their choices, but you have to respect them, because I think that it's definitely a big problem in our generation. In many generations, the whole control thing, they thinking that you can control people to perform and be the person that you want them to be, and that then maybe if they act the way I want them to act, then we'll have a perfect relationship, when that's just not real. That's like actually delusional. It's actually not it's too high of an expectation for anyone, to be honest. So like I just don't feel like we should put those high expectations on people anyways. Allow them to be human. And unconditional love means I love you regardless, not I love you because. So
And unconditional love also don't mean that you gotta stay unconditional.
Exactly, because it goes both ways. You need to love yourself unconditionally too, like for real. And like sometimes the biggest form of love is I'm going to actually leave you to yourself because I love you so much. I'm not going to control you. I'm going to allow you to be exactly who you are, because that's one of the things that also helped me leave my last relationship. Is like, actually, I prefer you this way. I prefer you to be exactly who you are without me trying to change you. I'm going to go my own way. But if anything, I'm loving you more than anybody around you, because they still trying to force you to be somebody you're not. And I'm not. I'm actually allowing you to be exactly who you are. I'm just walking away from it. But if anything, that was the greatest gesture of love you could have ever received. Is like, I'm actually just letting you be. So, and we're human beings, not human doings. You don't have to do what I want you to. All you got to do is be. So I'm going to give you that, and I'm going to honor you by walking away from you. So if anything, showed you the most love you ever had, nigga.
Enjoy.
Enjoy. So, I think that we definitely covered so many things today about how to decenter men, how to put yourself ahead of your own life instead of living for somebody else, but also how to, like, exist with men as well. I feel like we covered all of that. Like, we're not against men, but you do need to live a life for yourself. Do you have anything else you want to tell them regarding our topic? No. We got it out, girl. We talked some shit, didn't we?
Had a blast.
Do you have any platforms you want to share with them? Anything coming up that you want to tell them about?
No. Oh, well, no. No, I thought I did. But
she does do hair, Divine Tresses, right?
Divine Tresses, yeah.
So look with her. Y'all babies, not y'all. She's not doing nothing for our grown ass.
I can't do it. And just stay posted, because usually for most holidays, I'm going to have like some cheesecake sales and stuff like that.
And they are really good. I've definitely had some before. Yeah. I love Cohen. She's just so...
I love Krishana.
She's like really the best. Y'all don't know the Cohen that I know. She's really the best. Like, she is like... she's just so much of a human. Like, she has so much about her, so much to her. Like, you just really have to know her to know how great she really is. You don't really have to know her to know that. Yeah. I think that you can tell she's a great person, but she has so many layers. It'll take a long time to peel them all back. You just have to ride the wave with her. That's my girl.
Yeah. And thank you so much for having me.
Thank you for
really
coming.
Appreciate it. Like, seriously.
Thank you for coming.
I love that you thought of me. Like,
yes,
seriously.
I thought you were a perfect person. I never saw you as like a really male-centered girl where men just your whole life is men. I saw Colin running down the street chasing that man one day.
Oh.
It never gave that. It never gave that.
Someone may have seen that, but
y'all don't know. It never gave that, man. And if you still working through those things, we really not here to judge. I feel like we said in the beginning, a lot of us been conditioned that way. So this is not to judge anybody. This is just to bring awareness and to kind of hopefully shift perspectives and help people to see things a different way. And mostly of everything that I'm about is trying to help people find fulfillment, and that's it. It's not to judge at all, because I've been all of these things. I speak from a place of experience, not a place of judgment.
And if you were offended by anything, maybe that should be the thing that you dive into for yourself, because usually the things that offend us are the things that are true. Yeah. So
triggered you for a reason. With that being said, thank everybody for joining me today. I hope y'all were able to collect a few gems, and see y'all next time.
Oh,
thank you. Jesus, I'm so down and down.